let me introduce you to Theresa Boisseau. Theresa Boisseau is a candidate for Texas Congressional District 10. She's running against Republican incumbent Michael McCall. Michael McCall used to be my congressman. And so I'm really excited to meet Theresa tonight and getting to know her. So, Theresa, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and why you're running for office?
Hi, Nancy. Thanks for having me tonight. I really appreciate it. And like Yasmin said, I've been a fan from afar. So really excited to be here. A lot of people ask me why am I running? And this journey started a few years ago. And a short answer is my daughter. A little longer answer is for the younger generation and younger children. As a former teacher, I realize how important it is to get them involved, to educate them, and to bring them into understanding why it's so important to be involved and to understand what's going on. In the February of 2021, when the Texas grid almost collapsed, my daughter happened to be home from college due to COVID. And after everything had come back, our water, our electricity, we were sitting in the living room before she went back to college, and I looked over at her and she had a really pained look on her face. And I asked her, "What's going on?" And she said, "What's the point? The world is a mess." And at 19 years old, I realized, for 18 years while she lived here at home, I worked really hard to create an environment that was supportive, where she could learn, where she learned how to speak up for herself. And I realized that it's no longer here in this smaller community, it's out there in the world. So I started to get really active. Not that I wasn't before, it just as a single mom, it was a little bit more difficult. So in the summer of 2021, I did the March with the Poor People's Campaign that Beto also organized from Georgetown to Austin. I testified in front of the Texas House against the voting bill. Unfortunately, that did pass. I actually helped run at least the fundraising side in the office for a statewide campaign in 21. And then last year, I did pro bono work as the campaign manager for a school board reelection here in Round Rock schools. And we worked together and built a community, and we defeated the Moms for Liberty, who were pumping tens of thousands of dollars into Round Rock school board elections. We were able to defeat, as we called it, the hate slate. So after doing that, I realized how much campaigning is similar to my job, my current job. I'm a small business owner in real estate with my brother. And so I realized you learn to speak relationship language and money language, and it's the same in a campaign. So I decided it was time to step up. And I'm able to do that because my daughter's away in college. She's my only child. So I'm able to really step up and speak out. And one of the things that really got to me recently was reading Stephen Covey's book on the eighth habit. And that is finding your voice to help others find yours. So that's why I started to do this.
Well, thank you. I mean, you're right. We all have to speak up. It's more important for all of us to speak up right now in
Yes,
2024 than it ever has been before.
it
And I'm
is.
so glad because of all of us finding our inner voice. There's
Yes.
so many great candidates this year, which is
Yep,
really amazing.
it
So
is.
can you tell me, what are your top three priorities while you're running for your office in your
It's
district?
so hard to just narrow it down to, to three. Part of it comes from the solutions for extreme weather. It's not going to get better. And one of the greatest challenges I see coming up is water in Texas. So we need to be proactive, and we need to plan ahead for how to deal with extreme weather, including reducing our carbon footprint. There's a two-parter. I'm pro-Roe and for accessible health care. I think those are tied together because, as Yasmin was saying, doctors are leaving the state of Texas because they feel handcuffed by the extreme laws that have been passed, not just in Texas, but in the US. And so that's going to create a domino effect in healthcare for all, not just women. And also, it just is, we need more access to healthcare, not less. And so pro healthcare for all. Strong teacher advocate. As I said, I taught for nearly 10 years here in Austin. We need to be supporting schools, supporting teachers, supporting librarians, not banning books and not cutting funding. And I believe that some of that needs to come from the federal government also. I'm going to throw another one in, and that is, of course, gun reform. I still remember sitting my daughter down and talking to her about Sandy Hook when she was 10 years old. There's no reason why we cannot get stronger gun laws, and a lot of them are common sense. Background check, red flag laws, banning assault weapons, and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. 110%. So tell us, Theresa, where can we find you and how best can we support you right now while you're running for office?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure everybody's going to have the same answer. If you can see here, I put it in my name, but Theresa, the number 4 Texas.com. It's everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reels, getting my TikTok account going. And that's the website. I am going to need funding. I have traveled more than 2,000 miles already since I started my campaign. So literature is going to be needed, volunteers to block walk and help postcard writing. But I do want to mention that I've already gotten several endorsements. I'm not sure if you know, I do have a primary challenger. However, I've already been endorsed by the U Dems at UT, the Central Austin Dems, Austin Environmental Democrats, and the North by Northwest Democrats. So I'm already getting endorsements from some of the groups because they see the history of me being active in Democratic politics for a while.
Okay, well, welcome. Well, we're wishing you all the best on the campaign trail, and I look forward to seeing you on the campaign trail, especially because you're basically in my backyard.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for everything you're doing. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the campaign trail.
Yes, thank you.